What's up, y'all? It's your boy Scoop, and what's going on in the WNBA? So since the WNBA's inception in 1997, it's been fighting a hard uphill battle of profitability and legitimacy. And over the past few years, it's honestly made some leaps and bounds with additions of players like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, regardless of how you may feel about them. And in fact, the WNBA right now is far more popular than it's ever been, and they even just signed a TV deal worth about $2.2 billion. So regardless of how you feel about what they should be paid, they are growing. But recently, there have been some particularly heinous individuals who decided to throw some personal pleasure devices onto the court. Now, before we go any further, yes, this is the part where I ask you guys for a like and subscribe. I know, I am that guy. But my channel has low-key been growing. Like, I was at like 20 subscribers like a month ago. Now I'm all the way up at 73. So I really do appreciate that. I'm so close to reaching my first milestone of 100 subscribers. So it may not seem like a lot, but it means a lot to me. So thank you so much. So the first attack happened the night of July 29th during a game between the Golden State Valkyries and the Atlanta Dream.
And 8 assists to add. Hayes gets blocked by Mike Caldwell. Something flies on the court. By Mike Caldwell. Something flies on the court, actually, from...
There was pandemonium and confusion everywhere. The players speechless. The announcers shocked.
That is a first.
Then, just 2 days later, on August 1st, in a game featuring the Valkyries again, this time against the Chicago Sky, the unthinkable happened. Second Dldo hit the court.
Got a whistle for the basketball.
I know I'm supposed to be being serious right now, but I'm not gonna lie. I just spent like the last 5 minutes fucking crying, laughing at that guy who just tried to dodge that dildo that was kicked at him. Like, he fucking lifted his leg up like it was a mouse running around. And as everybody was licking their wounds and looking at the long road ahead for recovery, something you wouldn't have guessed in your wildest dreams happened. A third dildo. Do I really have to do this joke again? You guys understand. A third dildo hit the court at the Indiana Fever and the Los Angeles Sparks game.
Oh, look out. Something just came onto the floor. Got an object that just flew in as the free throw was being...
And a reported fourth attack was thwarted by officials at the New York Liberty game. So far, 2 arrests have taken place, and they've arrested 23-year-old Delbert Carver for the first attack. And he could potentially face charges of disorderly conduct, public indecency/indecent exposure, and criminal trespassing. And in an affidavit, the man allegedly said that it was supposed to be a joke and to go viral, which, I mean, you know, it did. So he accomplished his goal, albeit, you know, with consequences I don't think he was expecting. I would not want an indecent exposure charge on me. He might have to register as a sex offender for that, I'm not gonna lie. And we also have 18-year-old Caden Lopez for the most recent attack that was stopped. And he actually appeared in court the day after the game and is being charged with assault and disorderly conduct. Now, I'm gonna be real with you. You know when I said he was stopped by authorities so the attack didn't happen? Well, I kinda lied there. I was being kinda loose with my words. He wasn't really stopped. It's just the fact that, well, he threw the dildo and it didn't make it onto the court. It did, however, hit another audience member, and that's why he's getting that assault charge, and that's where he really messed up. Honestly, he would have been better off if it would have just made it onto the court, if we're being real. And as of now, these are the only 2 that have been arrested, so there are 2 more dastardly dilly droppers out there. So keep your eye out. There's still 2 more at large. Now, I know what you're saying. Scoop, this shit is fucking hilarious. And I can't lie, I'd have to say I agree. Like, come on, man, it's a giant fucking neon dildo flying around. Like, we could be in the middle of a funeral, and if somebody hawks a fucking dildo in the middle of the room, like, I'm gonna fucking burst out laughing. Like, come on, man. We could be in the war room with Trump discussing nuclear war with Russia, and somebody slaps a fucking dildo on the table. I'm gonna burst out laughing. Like, come on. You got fucking Hulk's cock flopping around on the court, and people scrambling around to pick it up and get it off the court, and nobody really wants to touch it because you don't know where it's been. Like, this, it's hilarious. Mainly just because of the sheer absurdity of it all. Like, somebody really snuck in a dildo into a game just to throw it onto the court. And just like I said, this could have been an NFL game, NBA game, I would have laughed. I'm not laughing just because it's the WNBA. Like, it's hilarious objectively. And although I do have a humor of a 13-year-old boy, I do still recognize that this is pretty messed up morally. Like, it's really disrespectful to these women and the fans who paid to actually see the game. Like, these ladies do work hard to come out here and play. And they've been fighting so hard for legitimacy and for people to just throw dildos onto the court. Like, it's really just a slap in the face. No pun intended. And not only is this extremely disrespectful, like, it's really dangerous. Like, this is actually a hazard. If it's hit somebody, like, yeah, it probably won't do too much damage. I don't know if you saw, it's kind of hard to see, but in the Fever game, it actually hit or almost hit Sophie Cunningham when it fell onto the court. But if a girl were to not see it get thrown on the court and slip and fall on it, like, that could really potentially ruin somebody's career. And as hilarious as that may sound, like, I know the memes would go crazy if that were to happen. That would be traumatizing for the girl who got injured. Like, imagine catching all types of jokes because some shit like that happened. Like, yeah, it's funny to everybody that's laughing, but to the person that's being affected by that, it's probably, like, very traumatizing. I couldn't even imagine it. Like, there are really several examples of athletes having one injury and completely derailing their career. Like, they had a whole promising career ahead of them, and one injury just completely took all of that away. I understand that injuries are part of the game, but I'm not cool if it's due to outside forces. Like, a fan should not be interfering with the athletes during their play. And obviously the WNBA realized this was a growing trend and decided to put the kibosh on it real quick. So they decided to implement a bag ban on last night's game. And because of that, there were no dildos thrown onto the court. So maybe it worked. Maybe it was just because there were no dildo bandits in the area, but no more attacks since the bag ban. Which, I mean, this was pretty smart of the WNBA because, like, people were even placing bets on what was the next color dildo that was going to be thrown onto the court. Like, this was getting out of hand. This guy even wrote there's an infinite money glitch on how to game the system by just making a bet on what color the dildo is going to be, buying a cheap ticket to the game, and then throwing said color dildo onto the court. So as of now, that's about all the information on the situation that's going on. No more suspects have been arrested. If there are some more stories about this, I might make a video about it. Go ahead and leave a comment about what you think about this. Did you place a bet? Hell, were you one of the people who threw a dildo out there? You know, don't out yourself, but maybe say you know somebody who knows somebody who did it. And I mean, hey, might as well leave me a like and subscribe while you're at it. I mean, might as well. But it's been your boy Scoop, and I'm out. See ya!